In this video, I will give you a quick overview of what we have talked about in our week 3 of the account-driven sales and service training. So this week we were talking about stress and anxiety. Stress, when we think about stress, a lot of people think about suffering, emotional suffering, physical suffering, but in reality, some amount of stress, a stress that you can manage, can be very helpful and useful for you. Stress is what motivates people to come together and come up with new solutions. Stress is what keeps you alert and you are able to pay attention and see solutions where you haven't seen before. The stress itself is good. The stress is bad, however, when stress becomes anxiety. In other words, when you're not able to manage it anymore. The biggest challenge of anxiety is that the more anxious you are, the less thoughtful you are. The less thoughtful you are, the less you are able to think logically, the easier it is for you to make mistakes and to do things that you didn't wish you have done before. So when people get anxious, they respond in 6 different ways. Some people blame, they blame others, it's everybody else's fault but mine. Other people lie, some people hide, other people run, some people fight, even with the closest people to them, their spouses, their partners. When you're in relationships and your partner said something that triggered you, you know exactly how to trigger them back. Now both of you anxious, both of you are less thoughtful, and you find yourself in the argument. Other people, so blame, lie, hide, run, fight, and freeze. Have you ever find yourself in front of so many emails and so many text messages that require your immediate attention, so many people that just surround you and asking you for so many different things, that you don't even know where to start, that you don't even know where to begin to assess it at all, so you just sit there doing nothing. That's freezing. Or you go to your own home and you're trying to reorganize your closet or your garage, and you see so many all those different things that you don't even know where to start. That's also freezing. It's not about us being anxious in one way but not another way. All of us sometimes blame, lie, hide, run, fight, and freeze. Some of us more than another, but everyone, managers, service technicians, service advisors, customers that walk into your door, they all can get anxious. They all can express their anxiety in different ways. It's not about not getting anxious. What it is about? It is about people want to be lazy. People want to get things easy way. People want your job. You know when they want your job? They see your successes. They want your job, but they do not want the amount of hours that you work. They want your paycheck, but they do not want to work for commission. Everyone wants to know the products like the top guy, but no one wants to study and learn about the products. Everyone wants to know as many people as the top guy, but not everyone wants to follow up and make sure they keep in touch with their customers and advertise themselves even outside that, tell other people in the community about their work. The thing is that people that are great at something are great at something because they constantly improving themselves. But they constantly improving themselves because they do not think that they are that great. As soon as you stop improving yourself, that's when you stop being great. So, in the relationships, A lot of people want to be understood by the partner. A lot of people want to have amazing sex life. But not everyone, in fact, most people do not want to go through difficult conversations, do not want to hurt them partner, emotionally hurt their partner or being hurt themselves, and share painful and challenges in the relationships. They want to have perfect relationship without working for it. Some people want to have a perfect job experience without doing the actual work. Difficult doesn't mean it's impossible. Difficult means that you're working hard at it. So there are four steps that you can do to improve yourself in relational aspects toward the anxiety. The first thing is to make a note. Make a note what makes you stress. Make a note of what makes you anxious. Again, we all have different levels of anxiety and different levels of stress. But what is exactly that makes you stress? Make a note of it and then become curious. Ask yourself, is it really what makes me stress? What about it that makes me stress? Why is it makes me stress? And then, when you figure that out, stay in it. Stay in that discomfort. And see how it's going to change. See what's going to be different about your experience about it. You really cannot handle it and want to walk away from it? Or there is a strength in you that you are able to manage it. And then 4, explore. Enjoy the exploration of your different possibilities. Expand your boundaries, expand your emotional boundaries, and see what else you can do. The thing is that the top guy also experiences stress, but their level of stress management is much higher. They can handle more customers during one day, they can make more phone calls during one day, they can make more walkarounds during one day, they're able to communicate with different people in a positive way in one day than other people. The only reason they are able to do those things is that they are able to manage their own stressors more effectively. So that's what we're going to continue doing next week. Our week 4 will be a part 2 of our anxiety management. See you next week.